Hello everyone, Pally here, and welcome back to Oblivion. It's a stormy day in the Imperial City, but that's not going to stop me. I made my way over here with the Ease Burden spell, the Feather spell, because I have 500 tomatoes and 500 grapes in my inventory ready to craft. If you don't know where I got these things from, we covered it in an earlier episode. We made a short about it, but basically the farm outside of Skingrad allows us to make a pretty hefty supply of restore fatigue potions. We could travel away, rest a little bit, come back, and then come back. So I took the liberty of gathering 500 of each, and I'm going to try to finish off Alchemy right now. I'm just spam clicking a bunch right now. Your stained fingers attest to your diligence in mixing potions and learning their secrets. You are now an expert in alchemy. You now recognize all additional alchemical properties and are guaranteed to craft an additional potion. Oh, every time we craft, huh? How many more tomatoes do I have? I'm not sure. Keep on spamming. Oh, I ran out. Okay, I didn't max out my alchemy, but how far did we get? I gotta be honest, I thought that was gonna do it. I thought that would have been enough. 91. Not too far to go at all. So I'm gonna sell all these off here. How you doing?
I have everything for the budding alchemist under one roof. A good price for
and
a good
just like
customer.
that, oh, can't sell all those. Just like that, we have broken the 10,000 gold mark. Finally!
That seems a fair price. Thank you.
Okay.
Come again.
Now, you guys know what this money's for, right? We're trying to get deep into spell crafting. Our big limitation has just been not having enough money to go out and buy all the prerequisite spells that we need. Teleported over to the Anvil Mages Guild. We're going to talk to this guy right here, Tharon. We didn't actually speak to him our first time through, but he sells the majority of the spells here in the guild. I thought something that would be really fun was messing around with some of these absorb. This is a restoration school of magic, but you could absorb all kinds of things. So for instance, we could absorb someone's health. And at the same time, we could also absorb their fatigue so they can't move. I thought I would be able to also absorb someone's mana. That was the main thing I was after here. Dang, I'm kind of disappointed that's not here. What else would we want to absorb from someone? Wouldn't their willpower be like maximum mana? Maybe we could do something like that. See how that works? I mean, to be honest, while we're here, let's just, let's just get all these. This guy has some different spells next to him. It's a lot of the same stuff. I wish he would just tell me if I already have it. But still no absorb magicka. They didn't remove that from the remaster, did they? There is a fortify magicka here and a fortify health. Yeah, I bought every spell this place offers pretty much. So let's see what we can craft with this. We could probably come up with something fun.
I hope I can help.
I'm going to buy pretty much everything this guy offers, too. He had some good stuff.
Cyrodiil.
Legendary life detection. Some of these are really expensive. Oh, do I even want light on self? I don't know if all of these are worth it, but I'll pick up a few. As far as, like, spell crafting, I don't think you need to buy higher ranks of the spell. I think as long as you have... Oh, Absorb Magicka! I did buy it. As long as you have the base effect, this should work. So what if we put all three of these in absorb fatigue, absorb health, and absorb magicka into the same ability? Oh god, I just realized I'm out of money again.
Oh.
All right, back to the farm.
Well.
Your stained fingers attest to your diligence in mixing potions, learning their secrets. You are now a master in alchemy. You can now create potions from a single ingredient and can sustain even more simultaneous potion effects. Wait, from a single ingredient is crazy good. So I can just go pick grapes and make these same potions out of just the grapes and then make the same potions out of the tomatoes. I also leveled up my ability to sell things. Wait, does that say dickering? What does that mean? What is dickering? This is what I came up with. It is going to require a restoration skill of 75, but I don't think that'll be too hard to farm out. So we have absorb health on touch, absorb magicka on touch, and absorb fatigue on touch. These are going to last for 15 seconds each, and I mostly put a focus on the magicka coming out. I'm gonna call this the Soul Suck. And we're gonna craft it for 783 septims. You don't have a high enough skill level to create? Well, I can just cast Fortify Magicka over and over, or like a heal over and over, or something. My restoration's at 55 right now. This won't take too long. I think we can all agree that editing is the real magic here, because, oh my god. The secret energies of the human body have not surrendered their mysteries easily to you, that's for sure. But you are now an expert with restoration and can cast expert level restoration spells. Randy dandy. Oh, I could even put on and absorb willpower potentially, although I don't know how strong it can be. To even make my max mana higher. I like that idea while we're doing the Soul Suck. I have to keep it at 10 seconds or the skill level required goes up to 100. We can always create, a better version of this later. I'm not going to skill up anymore right now. I'm about to lose my mind. 5 points of health absorb over 15 seconds. 5 points of fatigue absorb over 15 seconds. And then we'll still 10 points of their willpower over that same 15 seconds. Okay. Soul Suck is real.
Hi.
God, that was so much work. Oh my god, like the video, please. I can't cast it. It takes too much mana. Okay, we can fix this. We can fix this. I'm at the Mystic Emporium in the Imperial Markets. And I think this guy sells... He doesn't have any in his store, it looks like. I think this guy sells a Grand Soul Gem. I mean, it's going to be pretty expensive, but that's what we have money for. Common, greater grand. Oh, 366 is really cheap. I thought that was going to be a lot more expensive. I thought that was going to be in the thousands. So, I don't know how often he restocks these. Hopefully it's often.
I appreciate your business.
And am I going to have to do anything else with this? Like, is an empty soul gem okay? At the altar of enchanting, we'll find out really quick if this is good enough. I can put in my shoes, and yeah, it's not listed here. So soul gems are a vessel to contain souls. I have one petty soul gem that has a petty soul in it. The quality of the soul, I wanted to say, is determined by the level of the enemy that you try to trap inside. So for a Grand Soul Gem, we're going to need a high-level enemy for it to go into a Grand Soul. God, this is getting really technical. So enemies in the game scale up to your level or above. I don't know what the minimum level to get a Grand Soul is. Maybe I can look this up really fast. So if I'm understanding this right, there are certain enemies that always give Grand Soul Gems, and I'm not going to spoil what those are. But if I get my level up to 20, something like that, then I have a high chance of getting Grand Souls from just enemies out in the world because they're so high level too. Okay, we're going to sleep. You've been trying too hard, thinking too much. Relax, trust your instincts. Just be yourself. Do the little things and the big things take care of themselves. They didn't call me old this time. Wow. Speed is finally capped. That means our two main stats going forward are going to be strength and endurance, getting a lot of love. Come on, can we level again? We sure can. Life isn't over. You can still get smarter or cleverer or more experienced, but your body and soul just aren't going to get any younger. I think they've said that to me already. They're running out of old age insults. I guess I'm going to go with personality. I don't really care about agility. I'm not trying to deal damage with like bows or anything, so personality is our next stat. I forgot to read the last level up. I don't know why, but this one's actually really nice to me. The result of your hard work and dedication always looks, there's a typo, like luck, but you know you've earned every ounce of your success. I'm going to read that again. I'm dyslexic. The results of hard work and dedication always look like luck. Always looks. Right? Am I crazy? Am I just a southern boy? That's how I would say it. I'm just putting that out there. Okay, that's on my level ups too. We got up to level 22. I can't believe it. So we should, I think, be in the clear. This might actually work. We're at the Leowan Mages Guild. Hey, that's just who I was looking for.
With you.
Agata sells a spell I am very interested in having. Unfortunately, we don't have enough mysticism skill up to be able to cast the superior soul trap, but we can go with the greater soul trap. So I could pick a target, and if they die within 30 seconds, because that's how long the spell lasts, their soul should go into a gem. I'm going to try this on my favorite target dummies, the bandits right outside of the Imperial Sewer exit. So we have Fire Hot on 1 and Soul Trap on 2. Hello! I missed. Okay, that was most of my mana. Shit. Please die faster! Die faster! Hurry up! I don't have all day! Hurry up! Did that work? There is no soul gem in your inventory large enough to capture that soul. What? Oh my god, that's so valuable. Well, sell your stuff. See you later. Come on! Come on! Little more! Stuff your soul in there, damn it! Stuff your soul in there! There's no soul gem in your inventory large enough to capture the soul. Crap. What if I try it on this mud crab over here instead? Hey, little buddy. You've captured a soul. Well, that's not very descriptive, is it? It looks like that was a petty soul, even though we leveled up. That's because Mud Crab is on a list somewhere that makes it so it only gives petty souls. Holy shit! Oh, shit! Okay. Well, that might work. I was trying to remember where that Mages Guild quest was, where that one guy went away. I think it was up here, actually. We're to do necromancy by himself. I teleported to this place right next to Kvatch, and there's minotaurs outside. I would assume a minotaur could give me a greater soul. If I can kill one. That's gonna be a pretty big if. Hopefully I'm faster than them. Is that a... Is this... What is this? Is this a... Is that an enemy? Oh, God. Is this a mana regen buff? I'd be very, very happy if it was. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you're fucked now. You're... God, there's a fucking bear here, too? Where's the nearest town? It was Kvatch, which was south of us. Okay, I'm gonna run these guys towards some help. I'll keep kiting them as I go. Wait, I could probably kill him. I think. He's still burning. Okay, let's put Soul Touch. And last one. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Stuck in a rock. Stuck in a rock. Stuck in a rock. And... Oh! Last one! Die! Die! Hurry! You captured a soul! God, can you really not tell me what quality of a fucking soul it is, please? Please be grand, please be grand, please be grand, please be grand, please, please. You're telling me a fucking minotaur is common? Is that what you're trying to fucking tell me right now?
Really?
Ah! I have a new plan. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's a plan.
I hope I can help.
So, I know for a
goods and
fact
prices in all Cyrodiil
that Spider Daedra do give greater souls when they die. I know for a fact. But will that work with a summoned spider? Technically, with Conjuration, you are pulling a creature from another realm to you right at that moment. And the spider itself only lasts 20 seconds. So to me, that says there's a chance I can get greater soul gems off of this. I've literally been wandering around for over an hour trying to find a creature I could trap the soul of. So if this works, I'd be pretty splendid. I'm at the Coral Mages Guild, and we're going to talk to Alberic here.
Please continue.
He should be able to teach me some form of conjuration. It looks like a lot of these are going to be above my skill level, but I could summon in boots and gloves for myself. How exciting. Wow. Well, I guess if I have to spam something, we'll start there. This might actually be the worst grind in the game. You can summon a pair of boots for yourself, but because you have boots, you can't summon another pair. So you have to wait in between each summon. Oh my god. Oh no, dude. Conjuration mastery increased. Through steady practice, you've discovered more creatures to summon from the plains of Oblivion. I haven't found a single one yet other than shoes. You're now an apprentice in Conjuration. You can cast apprentice-level spells. Hopefully this little guy doesn't have the same limitation where I have to wait in between each cast. Can I just make another one of you? Oh, that's much better. Oh, we already skilled up. That's much better. You're bigger than I thought, too. Hey, handsome. Wait, if I can skill up hand-to-hand... Oh, I made him mad! Well, hand-to-hand worked. I didn't know they would turn on me. Guard! Guard, kill the scamp! Where are all the guards? You're shooting at the wall. My dude? Oh, he's gone. Short-lived spell. So, it's 11 p.m. now. I started this episode around 5:30, I think. I mean, I took a break and ate dinner. You know, I did all that stuff. But, yeah, when I load up my save file, this is what happens. All of the ones in Coral where I was leveling Conjuration, I have a theory, and I think it's because every time I summoned the imp and started punching it in the face, guards would lose their routine. And I think that kept stacking up, and I had a bunch of NPCs just standing around that I don't think were supposed to be there. But this is what happens. Isn't that fun? I've been trying to fix this for a while. I looked up the error code. I did everything everyone was saying to do to try to get it work. Like, I've, from top to bottom, troubleshooted this. And I just tried to load one of my earlier saves, which is why I have the theory that it's the Conjuration that messed all this up. So I could lose about 2 hours and go back to the Arcane University. I think this is when I was leveling up my Restoration. At least I'm back to level 22. I was able to sleep. My Alchemy was leveled. My Restoration is just a couple casts off from being leveled, so I can finish that off again. So I just have to do the Conjuration grind one more time and then see if my plan works. And if it doesn't work, oh my god, I'm so invested at this point. Oh my god. Well, about 45 minutes later, and I think I'm almost done. I moved up to summoning these skeleton boys. They cost quite a lot of mana, so the skill ups go pretty quick. I've just been resting after I run out of mana, just like before, but not punching them in the face and getting the guards to come in and help. Oh my goodness. Through steady practice, you have discovered more creatures to summon from the plains of Oblivion. You are now an expert in Conjuration magic, and you can cast expert-level Conjuration spells. So that's our Daedra in question. Wait, I'm kind of... You're oddly attractive. What's going on here? I think I'm losing my mind. Let's see if it works.
How are you today?
She's gonna fade? She's gonna fade? Oh, no. Oh, no. No. No, maybe it was a fluke. Maybe I don't have the... Do I have the gem? I don't have the gem. I don't have the gem. Okay, I gotta go get the gem.
Welcome to the Mystic Emporium.
Stop being so happy right now. I'm not happy. Settle down. Settle down. Coming in too hot. Give me that Grand Soul Gem. Whoa, you have so many of them now. Wait the fuck on. Is this because I've skipped so many days? Are these Greater Soul Gems full? I think these might be full. Not these, because they're too cheap. So did one of those have a grand... One of those did have a Grand Soul in them. So I could buy this from vendors. I wonder how often this restocks. I can't even begin to guess how many days I've waited since I went and talked to that guy. Okay, so we have 1 grand soul. If we put that on our boots and then put in Fortify Magicka, that would give us 24 more points of Magicka at the cost of 2,400 septims. That is very expensive. But I'd like to introduce you to Mana Shoes. Congratulations, you created a new enchanting item. Thanks so much. Oh God, I worked so hard for this. Mana Shoes. Is there a way to see what my actual mana is? 274. I'm just gonna make sure I'm not losing my mind. I mean, I am. I do have 2 empty Grand Soul Gems. Okay. So summon in my hot fucking spider friend. Wait for her to almost be dead. I guess she maybe isn't dying, right? Maybe she's just returning to her plane, right? So here's the soul trap. Nothing. Okay, let me test something else. I was trying to think of where I thought most guards in the game might be, and it looks like I was wrong. This is the Imperial Palace. Are there more people inside, maybe?
Well,
there's 2
Remember,
palace guards here.
In the Imperial Palace
So let's summon in our girl.
Do not venture.
Punch her lights out. Get her mad.
Floors.
And then the guards will surely defend me when I get hit, right? Surely. Guards? Guards, please. Guards? God, you guys are actually useless. At least the people in Coral cared about me. I'm going to the market district. This is where the most people are.
Still a good alteration.
Come on, spider lady. Come on. Give it to me. Come on. Guards? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. You're gonna make me go back to Coral? Where my fucking game broke? You're gonna make me do that? Help! Help me! Help! Fight him! There you go! There you go! Finally someone's doing their fucking job around here. The soul trap's on him. Let's see if we can take her down. We only got like 5 seconds left. This guy's putting in the work. Come on! Keep swinging! I captured a fucking soul. I captured a fucking soul.
How are you?
Oh my God, you don't think this actually worked, do you?
Great.
Oh my God, I don't know if I'll be able to live with myself. Come on. Come on, be a grand soul. Be a grand soul. Oh no, it was a greater! No! Look, I have this list. It's on my other screen. Spider Daedra. They do give greater, they don't give grand. I read it wrong. Oh my fucking God. No. Oh. Okay, I've read the list again. I've checked my work twice. We're going back to leveling up Conjuration. Oh, fuck me, dude. Oh my God. All right, this guy right here, he's our new guy. He sells some of the highest level Conjuration spells we can get. And as you could just see, I maxed my Conjuration. Where are we? We're in the at Arcane University. This is where we enchant our spells. This is the room we're in a lot.
Parisian, master spellmaker for the Mages Guild. Guildsmen only, of course.
Of course. Wow, he sells some really good spells. We're here to buy either of these would work, I think. Summon Lich and summon, how do I say that? Zyvilli? Zyvilli? I think that's some kind of Daedra. Liches are pretty scary. This one costs a lot of mana, 140 mana to summon, but we have more than enough to do that now. Oh, I'm gonna miss you. Gonna miss you, Spider Daedra. We really got a lot going on between us, don't we? I can tell there's a really big connection here. Oh. All right. I figured I'm going through all this work anyway. We might as well max out my restoration too. We might as well make the best spell possible if it's really worth going through all of this effort. with our rollback, with the lost time that I lost, I did not create our custom spell. So we can make an even better one. I'm hanging out near these guards. So when we get the skill up, I'm just going to drop the Daedra. Oh, there's another one here. This is good good timing. The secret energies of the human body have not surrendered themselves, their mysteries easily to you. You're now a master in restoration. Oh my God. Okay. Inventory. I need mana, like stat. I need mana right now. I got boys sitting around me that will help me fight a lich. I already bounded on one. So here's our summon. It's only going to be here for 20 seconds. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe we use the other one because this one's not going to be here long enough. But test of a run. The guards are helping. And... oh, God. I thought I hit a guard with that. You've captured a soul! We officially have a reliable way to farm grand soul gems. I'm going to use this one and make sure I'm not losing my mind. Because again, I am. Mana robes. Okay. Consume. So I do have another. I do have another. Okay. Mana ring. Okay, I'm out of grand soul gems with grand souls. But I do have an empty grand soul gem and some wonderful guards that are about to help me. Hello, gentlemen. Help! I need you. This is serious. Okay, soul gem's on there. Keep going. Or the soul trap, I suppose, is on there. We definitely have the damage, but I think this thing just stole health from one of the guards. Oh, shit. What happens if one of the guards die? Does that look bad for me? It said no soul in inventory was high enough for that soul. Okay, that's not what it said last time. And I only had grand souls last time. Come on. Be a fluke. There's no soul gem in your inventory large enough for that soul.
Good
hey,
to see
my
you.
dude.
It's my pleasure.
All right.
I offer the finest goods.
I'm going to
and
try
lowest
his
prices
other
in all
summon here.
Cyrodiil.
I don't know if the Gloom Wraith will work. I didn't look for Gloom Wraith on the list. Good thing about this guy is it's a 30-second summon. Woo! You're handsome.
Hello.
Help! Help me! He just went invisible. Oh, that's a problem I didn't foresee. Oh no! I looked it up. Gloom Wraiths are on the list. And they're supposed to give grand as well, just like the other two. Wait, are Gloom Wraiths ghosts?
Oh,
So,
hello.
does that mean they won't be able to hit them without a magical weapon? Oh my God, you're terrifying. Holy shit, you are scary. Okay, I'm trying to drain its soul. I think he's draining my soul. That other guard is helping. Good. I don't know how long this summon lasts. My attack has no effect. Literally, I can't punch this thing. I'm glad the guards can. No soul gem in your inventory large enough to get that. That doesn't make sense. So there is a soul gem above grand soul gems. It's called Black Soul Gem, and necromancers use it. But I don't think that's a thing. Like, I don't think you get... Wait, there are black souls. I see it on the list now. There are guaranteed black souls to go into black soul gems. But the 3 guys I've summoned are not listed that way. Am I crazy? I'm going to go back and check the footage and see if it worked on the first summon. I just confirmed it did work on our first summon.
Have a look at my wares.
So why would
I'm
it
sure
work
there's something to suit
sometimes
you.
and not others? That doesn't make any sense. Oh God, I'm broke again. I went to the guy at the Mystic Emporium and bought 2 more of the grand soul gems. It doesn't make sense to me why we're getting inconsistent results on getting a soul gem off of the same enemy we've already gotten one off of. But I'm going to try to do the Lich one more time. And, yeah.
How are you?
Hope it works. I don't know. Maybe refreshing my inventory with another grand soul gem is part of the puzzle here. There's no soul gem in your inventory large enough to capture its soul. So if the Lich went up a category, if he went from Grand Soul to Black Soul for some reason, would it stand to reason that the Spider Daedra would also get upgraded and she would go from Greater Soul to Grand Soul? I have a feeling you're going to either really think this video is interesting or it's not going to be your cup of tea. I had no idea it was going to take this incredibly long, dude. Oh my god. This guard doesn't even care anymore. We need more DPS than just one guard because the duration of the spell is so dang short.
Hi there.
One guard can't kill the spider in time. Soul Trap is there. Come on, boys.
That's the best you can do.
There's no soul gem in your inventory large enough to capture the soul. That's only a greater soul, and I have grand soul gems. Hold on, what if we drop all these other ones? Let's try that. Remove all the other ones out of my inventory. Now it's only a single empty grand. Okay, and we're gonna go back to the big boys. There's a Lich, the one we know works, proven to work. Only one soul gem in inventory. Oh shit, the guard died. Oh no! I'm going to a new guard. I don't want to kill anyone on accident. Here's the Lich. We're getting a damage. Lich is looking at me. Guard's already swinging. That's a really good sign. Okay, I'm gonna wait until it gets a little lower on health. Again, I only have one Grand Soul Gem in my inventory.
This is the part where
That
you
should-
fall down and bleed to death.
Why did it work once, but it won't work again? I'd love your theories down in the comments. I'd love your theories, dude. I gotta try the big suck. I've been testing this way too long. I want to say this is about my maximum mana. This is 314. So we're gonna call this spell the Big Suck. I didn't want to call it Soul Suck anymore because soul trapping is a whole mechanic on its own, and I kind of forgot about that before we went on this 8-hour adventure down this rabbit hole. The Big Suck has been crafted. Please tell me I do in fact have enough mana to cast it. I can cast it one time. So what we should see is my entire mana bar go away, and then we steal. I missed. Oh no! So what we should see is my entire mana bar go away, and then we start to gain it back rapidly. And we're also gaining health back pretty rapidly. And I'm just taking it from this guy. It's just coming to me. If we get enough mana, now what I don't know is if he's not a mage and he doesn't have any mana to give me at a certain point, does that stop? So it looks like I did not get the full mana cost back on the Big Suck. Oh, maybe I should have put extra willpower into it too. Oh no. Yeah, I was expecting it to be like... Oh, I do really like all the colors that bleed from that though. I was expecting it to just be like a ticking dot over 20 seconds, and then I'd be back at full mana ready to cast it again. We might be able to alter it a little bit. Let's go see. And in retrospect, I probably don't need the fatigue drain at all. I'm already much faster than literally everyone we fight. So if I need to outrun them, I can just do that. I don't have to waste their stamina bar first. So if we do absorb magicka, but like a lot. Oh yeah. So that's 54 mana right there. I'm not going to increase the area. If we just make that a couple of seconds, if we made that 5 seconds, it would be more 6 seconds. If we made this an 8-second duration, no, 7-second duration, shit, even a 6-second duration would be more mana than what I have. So let's put that there for now. Big Suck, short time. And then can we steal some willpower too? I'm assuming this is gonna get pretty costly. Wait, Did it not really up the... It didn't up the cost much at all. So if we just make this a 306, we'll absorb 100 points of willpower, which is the stat that gives us mana regen, and we also steal the mana. I'm gonna call this one the biggest suck. No, we can't be definitive like that. A great, great big suck. Yeah, it's a good spell. They're across the river still. Hey guys, I'm back. Hey, are you fighting mud crabs over here? Be careful, they are the most deadly enemy in the game. All right, the great big suck. 5-second duration. Dang.
Getting tired?
Well, oh, the cost on the willpower steal goes up a lot as you add duration. It was pretty cheap for the amount you were stealing. Like, the amount doesn't seem to matter much. Interesting. So what if we just do absorb magicka on touch for a low-ish amount, like 9, I mean, maybe 10, since I'm not adding anything else. That's still too much. Okay, too much mana. So 9 magnitude of absorb magicka, but over a duration of 2 minutes. I mean, surely I'd be able to regenerate enough mana over that time, right? We're gonna call this one the long suck. They keep getting further and further away from their home. If they keep going like this, they're gonna be lost forever. All right, this is long suck. Test number... I forgot it's a touch. Crap. Hey, welcome back, other guy. You made it. Nice attack. Okay. We're sucking? Are we really getting that much mana back, though?
There!
Guys, I think I learned that my big suck idea big sucks. If you have any recommendations on this idea, you know, this type of theme where I'm taking stats away from someone to just siphon them into my body for sustenance, if you have an idea on a spell I could craft, I would love to hear it. This was my best guess. I was hoping I'd be able to spend my mana and then get it back pretty fast to then be able to spend my mana again. Like, I pick a guy, I single him out, and he's my mana battery for a fight. You know what I mean? So far, I haven't quite been able to work, and it's 2 in the morning now, so...
What's the matter?
I'm gonna go to bed. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I think you're either gonna enjoy this video, or it's not gonna be your cup of tea if you're used to our regular questing. But we'll be questing again next episode, don't you worry. Take care, everybody. I'll see you again tomorrow.